So recently, Exclusive Ace posted a video talking about the time to kill in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War's multiplayer, and he actually broke down kind of the numbers that he had for the average time to kill for each assault rifle, each SMG, and each LMG within the game. And he was able to find out that the time to kill is faster than Black Ops 4 by just a little bit, but a lot slower than Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare was known for being a much faster time to kill, as Black Ops 4 was obviously known for being the slowest time to kill in Call of Duty history. Now, I was really happy with this news because I've always been a proponent for slower time to kill in Call of Duty games. And I'm gonna kind of make my case as to why I believe slower time to kill is always going to be better than a faster time to kill. Obviously, there's limits. You don't want to go too above and beyond. I think Black Ops 4 is the slowest it should ever go because it was really slow, and I was okay with that. I understand why many weren't, but I was okay with that. But I think any slower than that, it would start to become very hero shooty-esque, almost like a Halo game or something, or like Overwatch. It would feel too like it just takes too long to kill people. Gunfights would be way too long, and it would probably negatively impact the gameplay. But I think where it's at, in between Black Ops Cold War, Black Ops 4, stuff like that, that is a good time to kill. I think when it's too fast, like Modern Warfare, like Ghosts, like MW3, I think it negatively impacts the gameplay substantially. I'm going to explain how that's the case. I actually replied to this tweet from Charlie Intel explaining the time to kill from Cold War compared to Modern Warfare and Black Ops 4, and I said that slower time to kill is better than faster time to kill, and that Black Ops Cold War looks like the perfect in between these two, right? And there was a lot of discussion on this tweet in response to it. There was a lot of people agreeing with me, and there was also some people disagreeing with me. And it's really interesting to see these different arguments. I think it's completely okay and fine to have your own opinion, but something I've noticed with the people who prefer a faster time to kill in the COD games, they never really have an objective claim towards it, right? Their reasoning for why they believe they want it to be faster has nothing to do with the actual gameplay itself, as opposed to it has to do with how they want the game to be, their personal feelings. Usually because they either want it to be realistic, or because they say they don't want the players to feel like bullet sponges. They don't want to put 5 to 6 shots into somebody and then get killed. But I have a pretty good argument against that. A, you also take those same amount of shots to get killed. So just because you're, taking that many shots to kill someone else, doesn't mean that you're going to die quicker than them. You have the same time to kill, right? But when it's really fast, you could admit, oh, well, I guess it's the same when it's fast too, so why does that matter? The difference between a fast time to kill and a slow time to kill is that a slow time to kill, you actually have the ability to fight back. Let's say you get shot from behind, you have the ability to turn around, have enough time to react and fight back. And you might be like, okay, well, why is that fair? Why do we want people to, be able to turn around and kill someone who's shooting you in the back? You should be dead. Because getting shot in the back isn't really fair. It doesn't tell you that that player's better than you. All it says is he happened to get behind you. He could have maybe flanked, he could have made a smart decision, got behind you and then, shot you in the back, right? But chances are he might have just gotten a lucky spawn, or he might have just walked through a corridor and then he sees you in the back. And if he's a shitty player, it's an easy kill for him, right? But when it's a slower time to kill, now it's not an easy kill for him. He needs to be precise, he needs to be accurate, he needs to get up close to make sure he can take that target out without the person being able to turn around and kill him. He's gonna try a little bit harder now. That makes it more about skill as opposed to being random. When it's really fast time to kill, it feels a lot more random, and that's something I don't like. There's a lot of people who would, prefer that. A lot of people who prefer the randomness. I don't. I think it makes for terrible gameplay, and it makes it so, honestly, it helps the noobs get free kills a lot, to be completely honest. Aside from specialists giving you pretty easy kills in Black Ops 4, I do think Black Ops 4 as a game, the way it's designed, is one of the most skillful CODs out there. It does take a lot of skill. The slower time to kill helps support that. The manual healing helps support that. The map design helps support that. Specialists were the only thing in that game that really made it feel less about skill, because anyone can get these free, weapons and just destroy lobbies. That's why I did play the Bare Bones Mosh Pit a lot, and that Bare Bones Mosh Pit was really competitive, and it felt a lot about skill because of this slower time to kill. It felt like I was being rewarded for having good accuracy and being able to move better. When it's a really fast time to kill, your accuracy and your movement abilities isn't really supported in any way. The only things that really matter to you are map knowledge and the ability to shoot first, like your reaction time. But all of that matters when it comes to a slower time to kill. I think obviously there is a good in between. I think Black Ops 4, although I was okay with it, I could understand especially casuals not being okay with it. But I think Cold War is finding a good medium between the slower and the faster time to kill and saying, okay, we're gonna put it here. It's definitely closer to Black Ops 4. But according to Exclusive Ace, there's actually a decent headshot multiplier in Cold War that Black Ops 4 didn't really have, which kind of allows you to get rewarded for getting headshots in this game, which I think is good because it rewards precision and rewards accuracy. I think rewarding the better player is good. I don't really think noobs should get easy kills. I think you should have to work for it. I've always been a proponent of that. It's the reason I don't like skill-based matchmaking. It's the reason I was really worried about this new score streak system, but after it was explained, I think it's not as big of a deal. I don't think noobs are gonna get easy streaks anymore, so it's okay. But it was something that worried me, right? Specialists I didn't hate, but I did have a problem with sometimes because yes, you would get killed by somebody that didn't really deserve the kill because they didn't really work for it. They just got a free, war machine and just started shooting bullets through a corridor, and I would happen to be there, and then I got blown up. It didn't feel fair to me. And when you're playing a game like Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 3 or COD Ghosts, games that have incredibly fast time to kills, you get killed a lot in ways that you didn't really deserve it. And it also slows down the pace of the game substantially. Yes, a fast time to kill makes the game slower, and a slow time to kill makes the game faster. I can guarantee you that's the case, and the reason why is because people are afraid to move when the time to kill is really fast because they're afraid to die. They know they instantly die. I mean, Modern Warfare, come on now. How many times have you walked across the street on a map like Granza Raid and you just get laser beamed from across the map and you're just like, where the hell was that dude? It doesn't matter because the time to kill is so fast. He didn't have to put that many shots into you. So you just leaving, you just got insta-killed, right? Black Ops 4, people aren't really afraid to move around because they know they're gonna have to, take an extra couple bullets to get killed. So they're kind of okay with it, They even have a manual healing ability. So if they get shot a couple times, they'll get behind cover, heal themselves up, and they get a lot more time to rush out and go. That's something I really liked about manual healing. It's something I really liked about that slower time to kill. Now, the only problems I think I have with a slow time to kill like Black Ops 4 is, yes, it is really hard to win when you're outnumbered. This is something I've seen a lot in Warzone as well, because Warzone's time to kill is really slow, especially with the, the plates and such. It is really hard to win when you're outnumbered. In a fast time to kill, it's not that hard as long as you're able to shoot them first and maybe they're not looking at you. Like Modern Warfare, you're playing on shipment or something. If you see 4 dudes right in front of you, you can probably take them out pretty easily, get an easy quad feed. It's not that hard. But in Black Ops 4, you see 4 dudes in front of you, you're gonna have to work for that kill, which a lot of people might consider that a bad thing, but I actually think that's a good thing because it rewards team play, rewards and encourages you to work as a team. But if you're playing against like really toxic teams, then that could be kind of frustrating for solo players. I can understand that for sure, but to me, I'm not a bad player, so I feel like I'm able to, deal with those situations and get around it and end up, causing some decent damage even against a team that they're all working together and standing around each other, especially when you have a lot of things in the game that kind of support that. But again, I do think Cold War is going to make that not as big of an issue while still keeping it a slower time to kill, so these gunfights can actually last longer. When these gunfights last longer, they're just more fun, and they're more about skill, they're more about actual abilities as opposed to just getting lucky. And that is why I think slower time to kill is so much better than faster time to kill. And also a response to people saying they want the games to be more realistic, and that's why they want a faster time to kill. Look, your opinion, but who the hell cares about realism in Call of Duty? It's been an arcade shooter since the day it came out, and Modern Warfare did not change that. Just because they made the guns sound a little bit more realistic and they made them look a little more realistic does not mean it is now a modern tactical, military shooter. No, it is still a arcade shooter, and I think it should stay that way because that's how it plays best, is when it's an arcade shooter. And therefore, I don't think realism really matters, especially when you have really wacky camos and really wacky skins, really wacky maps sometimes. You respawn, you call in kill streaks from the sky. I mean, there's so many unrealistic things about COD. Why would we need realism? I've heard people say they legit want it to be so realistic to the point where if you get shot in the leg, your character is wounded and actually slows down his walking abilities during that life. That would make this guy... I'm okay for there being like a game mode like that, like Modern Warfare added that mode called Realism. That's cool. but the whole game should not be that way. They should not force us down that route, especially when you have modes like hardcore, which I've said this many times. I don't think hardcore takes any skill because of this reason. It takes 0 skill to put 1 bullet into some dude and have him die right away. It doesn't take any skill. I can go around a corner, come across 4 dudes and they got their backs turned to me. There's an easy quad feed right there waiting for me. It didn't take any skill to get that quad feed. I just got lucky because I happened to come across the dudes from behind, and easy peasy lemon squeezy, obviously, like I've been saying. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm very happy with the time to kill in this game. I mean, I haven't played it myself, but from the gameplay and also from this information, it seems like it's gonna be a good time to kill, like almost a perfect spot. I think personally, one of my favorite time to kills was actually in Black Ops 3 and in Infinite Warfare, which happened to be a little bit slower. They're just about around Cold War's time to kill, and I've always said I think those time to kills are like perfect. I think Ghosts, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare, they're way too fast to the point where it kind of ruins a lot of the game for me in many different ways. So like I said again, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you all in my next one. Peace out.